All right, so this is the 130 volt supply, and I'm using a 7A22 differential input, and I'm locked right now. Hold on, need some light. I'm on line as my sync source. All right, so you'll notice that we're locked. This is a byproduct. This is the unmodified scope. This is the Tektronix 130 volt rail engineering. This is, for me, just not, I'd rather have this be less. This is getting all the way. You can see the characteristic waveform of the voltage doubler being displayed all the way out on this 130 volt rail. You can also see the high frequency noise. The ripple, though, from the bulk capacitors is the primary dominant amount of noise on this rail. Now, what's important about looking at this on this rail is that this has no regulation. So this same problem is also being fed to the regulation side. So this is generally what it looks like before regulation for all the other supplies. So the primary dominant noise on this power supply is generated by the voltage doubler, in my opinion, because the voltage doubler could use a lot more microfarads. The high frequency noise obviously is an issue as well. I've dealt with both by using bulk capacitors, and I've used really low ESR caps and some tantalum on the secondary side to get rid of both of these. I prefer to not have that. Now, if we go ahead and we go to internal sync and we pick it off, and we pick off the high frequency, you can kind of almost see that. It's kind of a mess, but there's a high frequency switching. You can see the switcher at work too, which in my opinion has to go as well. That's a 20 millivolt per division. So this is on a 130 volt rail. Okay, so it's not a bad thing. I mean, obviously it works. It's a great scope. It's not a bad thing. I just want to remove it because I can. Why not clean this up? So that's generally my view of this. So where I'm tapping this is right here on the CRT board, because that's where it counts in this case. The 130 volt rail is used on the CRT board. This is all unmodified. This is a completely unmodified supply. Everything on this particular scope is 100% tech. So the other things that I guess we can go look at some other supplies real quick while we're here. Okay, so let's go internal. Let's see. So you can see on the other supplies, bring this up so we can look at it better. We still have some low frequency noise that's getting all the way through this. That's just not a happy thing for me. I prefer that not be there. Anyway, I've knocked most of this out with using other mods that I did. But I wanted to clean up the main supply. That was my main goal.